Welcome back to the Mental Health Minute. I'm Dr. Emily Mayfield, a licensed psychologist. Thank you for watching this video and being a part of the Mindset Therapy family. Have you ever met a person who loved spending time with you and made you feel like the most important person in the world, seeming to value most everything you had to offer? However, they would stop being nice to you once their needs were being met and then would devalue and disregard you? If you've had these experiences with someone where you felt like it was a roller coaster of positive and negative emotions, then you have likely known a narcissist. In today's video, I'll review some coping mechanisms you can use when the narcissist draws you into their game of control and manipulation through baiting. But first, before we discuss that further, thank you for choosing to watch this video. I really appreciate your willingness to give me and the information a chance. For the returning viewers, thank you for your support. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel to be a part of the Mindset Therapy family. Also, comment below on any video topics you'd like to see or just to say hi. The narcissist enjoys your company and can't get enough of it when it benefits them. Once their supply is refilled and they no longer need to focus on you to make themselves feel better, they return to devaluing you as a way to keep their supply filled as long as possible. They revert to their beliefs that they were superior and grandiose and no one can compare to them. The narcissist becomes hyper aware of what is happening around them, and as soon as they think someone might be attacking them or no longer believes that they are entitled or deserve favorable treatment, they will attack to protect their fragile senses of self. When the narcissist feels attacked, they will enter into narcissistic rage, use the silent treatment, or launch into a smear campaign to bring people on board in their attack on you. Because many narcissists can be charming and play the victim well, they can readily recruit flying monkeys to do their dirty work. Whichever punishment method the narcissist chooses, the goal is to make you feel as small and helpless as possible so that they can more readily return to their feelings of being special, deserving special treatment, and entitlement. When the narcissist is feeling out of control and losing their belief that they are no longer the superior being they want you to think that they are, they will bait their victims to get an emotional response from the victim, allowing them to regain a sense of power and control. During the baiting, they poke at you, accuse you of things, and belittle, all in an attempt to have you feel bad about yourself, allowing them to feel good about themselves. The baiting is one way the narcissist starts to show they need to refill their supply, and they will use you to do it. When you take the bait and react emotionally or verbally, they have gotten what they want and know that you are a good source of supply refill in the moment. When you have become the target of narcissistic baiting, you want to avoid taking the bait, even though they will make it very difficult for you to avoid. Recognizing the baiting is happening is step one. For the purposes of this video, we will assume you have already been able to recognize you are being baited, and I will discuss ways you can cope during the baiting. So first, you want to focus on yourself and not on the words used by the narcissist. The narcissist is choosing the words they know will hurt you the most as a way to get a response. Turn your thoughts inward and what you are feeling and try not to focus on what the narcissist is saying or doing. Remember, they will run through all of their forms of attack to get you to take the bait. If you continue to not take the bait, they will eventually stop and try to get their supply refilled somewhere else. In that moment, the narcissist isn't focused on hurting you. They're focused on feeling better about themselves and refilling their supply. If you aren't serving that purpose, they will move on to someone else. Second, have prepared neutral responses you can use when you are being baited. This is most effective when you have recognized that you are about to get baited or are in the middle of a bait. These phrases should be short and free of blame so the situation is not escalated. Some phrases might be, "I hear you, it'll be okay, we can work through this." These phrases allow the narcissist to feel hurt in the moment, which is something they need to be able to move away from their narcissistic injury. Third, don't use those moments to problem solve. When the narcissist feels attacked and their narcissistic supply is waning, they are emotional and cannot think logically in the moment. The baiting comes from emotions and not logical thinking. They are incapable of problem solving in that moment, and you will lose. Focus on staying calm and using phrases to de-escalate the situation and save the problem solving for later. Fourth, listen closely to the words and whether they are being used to manipulate and control. Try to be an outside observer and look at the words objectively and without bringing your own emotions in. The goal of the narcissist is to get you to an emotional place so that they can better control and manipulate you. Step back and allow yourself to not be drawn in by not getting emotionally charged in their word choice. Ask yourself if they are saying things just to manipulate you. Lastly, removing yourself from the situation is the most effective way to cope when the narcissist is baiting. By leaving the situation, you are taking your control back. Of course, the narcissist will not be happy if you leave and remove the opportunity for them to refill their supply, but this might be your only option if the narcissist keeps trying to bait. Leaving in anger will only escalate the situation, so it is best to use one of the phrases I've already discussed and informing the narcissist you would like to discuss this later. They will feel heard and believe you will return to the topic at a later time. Truth is, when the narcissist is free of their narcissistic injury, they won't want to discuss any of this again. However, letting them believe that they can try to use you again as a supply in the future will help you de-escalate the situation in the moment. Narcissists like to be in control, and when they can see this control slipping away, they become brutal and mean to regain control. Learning how to cope with narcissistic abuse is difficult, but with practice, you can stop being the person the narcissist attempts to refill their supply from, and they will use their punishment tactics on someone else. Comment below on coping mechanisms you've used and found helpful. Your experiences can help others who might be in a similar situation. Also, if you enjoyed the content of this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to be a part of the Mindset Therapy family. I look forward to seeing you at the next video.